Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Build It Yourself, a blueprint guide that, well, this is more of a series that I'm going through to build my own blueprints, to make my own machines, to make my own everything, to get the rocket a little more of a pleasant experience, right? To get from just get us to the rocket. How can we do that? So, last episode I had a little bit of a change of mantra. And one of the things that I found was when I have these very large machines running and these very large blueprints, one of the things that I'm finding is unless I can use these items elsewhere, it becomes stagnant. So I'll show you what exactly I'm talking about. This is our blue science build. This is for 2 blue science a second. Now, when we did the whole math, I think we only needed... let's see here. Where's the rocket? I need 1,000, 300, 400. It might make sense to do 2 blue science a second, considering there's so much of it. The real thing that showed me that this was kind of messed up and how I was doing it was purple science. Now, where's our purple science? Here it is. So this is purple science. What I've been trying to do is break down everything so it'll be running 24/7, 365, whatever. The thing is, with the rocket being the goal, this doesn't really seem super applicable. For example, all these red circuit machines, what happens if I don't need purple science for a little bit? These red circuits aren't helping anything else, right? This isn't assisting anything else do any more of a process. So the thought I really had was, what if I just make this more bus-worthy and isolate all this, right? So we have one red circuit area, it makes red circuits, that's all it does, and then it pushes to everything else. So there was a blueprint I was working on, kind of. Actually, I think it was just this. If I cut out the reds, and I cut out certain things, how that would look like. And let's see here. I thought we cut one of these out and I pushed it into production. Probably not. Okay, I think I got here and I was like, you know what? This kind of is whack. Now, there are certain blueprints I really like still. I really like these two. These two work just as well. Circuits are being made locally here because in case you don't want to do green circuits first, that makes sense. However, green circuits here makes more sense. This is a cut down and streamlined version, I think. Unless that's the full version. It's been a hot second. Yeah, this is the old version. Which might be fine still. So the idea of this is you could copy paste both of those setups. This setup and the other setup without green circuits at all. With no green circuits whatsoever. It gets made, it gets pressed into production, it does its deal. Here, this was a little too complex, size-wise, for me to do green circuits anywhere else, other than here, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I just had another design idea. These are the only 2 items that require green circuits, and green circuits share with... Oh, iron. Iron also is received. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say maybe I run this the other way, because I don't have to go all the way, but iron is also on this line, so that's fine too. Anywhere else? I thought I noticed another design inefficiency. Yep, here's one. Gears are on the top. So that won't work. But now it will. Okay, let's go ahead and press that one into production. Belts. Yep. 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 Where this really got sticky icky in my brain is when it comes down to it, let's go to our test world, is I have blue science here. Done and done. I have red circuits. Actually, there was a small bottleneck. A bit of the code was screwed up on this pump. But it's working now. But what it really comes down to it ultimately is if I'm not producing blue science and I don't need any more blue science, it'd be really cool if I could just say, hey, let's stop this process. But this also invalidates a ton of machines. If I pull out the red circuits and put them somewhere else, I think we'll get a lot more effectiveness out of this. So, oddly enough, I've kind of seen the light and I want to change the way I do things to make it perform better. That's kind of the deal. So, we're going to be doing a whole mess of math, reduxed. I actually, also at this point, I've wanted to keep these videos because it truly shows the entire breadth and depth of the development process. We were going forward with a certain way, a certain methodology in mind. I now realize I don't like it. I'm willing to backpedal and redo it. Part of my brain actually was like, you know what? Why don't I just start a new series? Why don't we just do a brand new series, start it over, and then be like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, and like feign stupid, and like just bring this one with us, and then we'll do everything else from scratch. But honestly, it felt a little dishonest, even though it would trim out like 5 or 6 episodes of effort. I mean, I'd do it all over again, but honestly, I really enjoyed the learning process. So I'm really happy with it. Don't get me wrong. So we're gonna talk about a new book. So let's get a new book. So I have the old stuff with me. Blueprint. This is a book? No. Oh, am I in a? No. There we go. How do I delete this? There. Congratulations. Oh, it has to be a real boy first. Okay. So, let's see here. What goes in the book? Let's name the book first. This is BIY JMegs BIY Mark 1. And what I want in here are all the recipes that we didn't quite fly with. Can I copy this? Yeah, copy this, put this here. Okay. Why am I still holding it? What? I want to put it in the book. How does this work? Is it a drag and drop? No. Do I go like this? Oh, okay. You can't traverse it like that. Okay. This I want to keep. 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 This is the new belt. Where's the old belt? Nope. We never made that stuff fresh. Okay. This is the old inserters. So let's see here. We're not pushing that one in yet. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. This is the old stuff. So now, with the new inserters, actually, you know what? I think I really, really like green circuits being made here. Well, actually, we're making a lot of yellow inserters at the starter base, so this actually isn't necessary. So I'm gonna upgrade this guy with the new shenangles. Thank you. Okay. Next line, oil. This is, I mean, I'm keeping everything really as is, but let's get it all in a backup book. And then I can kind of butcher whatever I want. Yeah, we got through some good stuff here actually. Why do I have 2 copies of this? That can go away, thank you. Let's see here. Plate smelter. Smelter. Electric rail. Steel. Yeah, the order doesn't super matter. I should probably organize it in a way in which it does matter. But for right now, that's just storage. So we have, what is this? 14 blueprints? Which I'm missing one. Are we missing a smelting one? Oh, crap. What am I missing? I'm going to put this in order. It's too early in the morning. I'm going to put this in order. Inserter, smelter, belt works. Inserter, smelter. Where's... Oh, I'm missing the belt works. That was easy. Nope. There we go. Oh, it was our... Okay. Huh. I'm having a day. I really am. Alright. Mining. Mining is what's missing up there. Okay, so this is everything that we had before. More or less, this is the old stuff. We're gonna start a new book. This is going to be called JMegs Build It Yourself Mark II. Okay? The idea behind this one is we are going to go through and we're going to re-verify everything with a new methodology. Compact and cheap are still our two primal dogmas. I don't know a good word for that. Our two primary focuses. Our foci? Foci sounds like a curse. Like I'm you come back here with that foci, I'll foci you up. I'll punch you right in the foci. Like a mage focus, right? That's how I'm thinking. Like certain wizards or sorcerers or etc. have what's called a focus. Like it's a totemic item, right? That you focus on. And that's how you do your spells or whatever. Punch you right in the foci. Okay. Electric rail can happen at any time the second we have smelting. So we have the mining, we have the smelting. What would be next? Oh, let's go look at our tech sheet. That'll help drive me to what's next. Okay. This is the blueprint book I want to work on. I wish I didn't have my inventory so big, but that's okay. Red-green science. Yep. Power and smelting beginning. Red-green science check. Mining check. This also should have a generic smelting array in it. Because that's what we have in our blueprint book. So every blueprint we make, we put a record here so we can see visually where we are in the tech tree, in the tech level, right? So there's smelting. That's T1. This is all T1 stuff. What other T1 stuff do I even have? Everything else, I think, breaks into T2. Oh, green circuits is a T1. Actually, green circuits should be a T2. Oh, I see how I have it. I was going to say green circuit should be a T2 because smelting is a T2. Like the new smelting grid is a T2. But that's okay. Let's see here. The new smelting. Inserter. Belt works. Actually, these smeltings should be replaced. There we go. I like the inserter one first. Then also electric rail. Oh, steel needs to be in here somewhere too. Son of a biscuit. Let's see here. Then green circuits level 2, military purple, blue. Oh, nope, that's not right. Military or blue, it doesn't really matter what order. Red-green science will unlock both blue science and black science. It looks like gray science now that I really think about it, but I could have remembered like playing like 13 or whatever earliest version military science was a thing whenever I played it. I remember it being a lot darker, so I've been calling it black science. This gray science is fine. Oh, you You know, be the perfect name for it. Gunmetal, right? Aren't like gunmetal grays like right next to charcoal gray, and it's right there? Dude, gunmetal makes perfect sense. It's got the word gun in it, and it's a military science. Dude, that's what we're calling it from now on. It's gunmetal. You got your purple science, you got your green science, you got your red science, you got your gunmetal science. That sounds metal as F. Right? You follow me. You feeling on me. You feeling it. Okay. That was the first hardest thing to do. We have all of our old stuff here. This is our old production line. I haven't touched any of it. Belts, inserters, and the miscellaneous stuff. Right? That's all. This is all the old. This is all the old stuff. We're not touching any of that. We're going to rebuild everything again. I know, right? And we're going to start over. So, what blueprints do I want to modify today? This needs to be called Mark II. I can tell any of these apart. What we're going to do is we're going to change the icon. How do you change the icon? List view, grid view, copy... No. Is there not a way to change the book? Dang, I wish there was. Oh, it goes after the first icon, I think. List view? What does list view do? Oh, that's cool. Shift mouse wheels to change active blueprint. Oh, okay. Yeah, just some different icon. I don't care what it is. It just needed to be different. Okay, so let's paste the blueprints that we like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this real quick. And I'm going to do this real quick. Just to split, in case I don't know, wake up tired or something. Left side is Tech 1, or Mark 1. I gotta use that language better. Mark 1, the right one is Mark 2. The way in which I use the verbiology, I don't know if it's correct, is there are tech levels, and we've said tech level several times. Tech levels are distinguishable levels of tools and materials that symbolize where we are technologically. Did that make sense? Gosh, I hope so. This is missing military. Oh, we put it as a tech 2, right? So these are tech levels, right? So tech level 1, tech level 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are what I'm loosely calling those things. Marks are different revisions of the same blueprint. So for example, if I really want to do process checking and be like, this is version 1, version 2, version 3, that's where the marks come in. So honestly, this might be... What happened to my mouse? There we go. What's one that we've revamped like a bunch of times? This one. This is a good example. What's happening with my mouse? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Yoink. Plug back in. Yoink. Plug back in. Okay. That happens sometimes, I'm not sure why. Anyway, this blueprint has changed, what, 4 times? At least twice, because the labs, right? So this would be Tech 1 Mark 2. That's how that would work. That's how that nameology flows, at least in my mind. So right now, we're on Tech whatever Mark 2 is how I should be naming these blueprints. So, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I don't want the power connected. Oh. I'm missing something. Excuse me, sir or madam. There we are. Cool, fixed. What other blueprints am I happy with? I'm already happy with our first stuff. I'm not changing the first stuff. Not changing that. 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 Not... Oh, this... So this is where I was like, you know what? Get green circuits in here because I need volume. So this makes sense for this to be like this. I'm happy with that. I'm not changing that. Not changing that. Not changing that. Not changing that. This is where changes happen. Purple and blue science. This is where we need to do much of our changing. And before I get into this, really, I'm going to go grab some more coffee. So I'm actually going to be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back. No big deal. This break was for coffee and totally worth it. Yeah. So let's trim out. Let's trim out anything that's not wholesale unnecessary. 2 blue science a second makes sense. I think 2 purple science a second and 2 yellow science a second doesn't make any sense. What's the most of the sciences that I need to get the rocket? 1,000? 1,300? Or it's 1,600. If I make 1 a second, what's 1,600 divided by 60? 26. So 26, let's call that 30 minutes. 30 minutes to produce the purple stuff. And that would greatly chill out how much crap I need. So if I just blindly cut this in half, so we're going from 7 to... we're going from 14 to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 1. Actually, I like these numbers a little bit better if I do it like this. There you go. Cuts it in half. This would be like this. Just real easy, right? That goes away. That gets cut. We already have a much more simplified system. Even if I kept the red circuits and the oil and the everything, this is a now much more compact thing. The reason why I still want 2 a second on the red and the green and the blue is because of how much technology I have to research to get those boys done. So last night or last time I was on, whatever, when I came into this, I'm like, well, do I need 2 blue a second? I absolutely do. Look at how much of this, like all this middle tech is blue. It also opens up a lot of fun stuff if I want fun stuff. What's an example of fun stuff, John? Hey, great question, random person who didn't have to ask that question but is asking it anyway because I'm weird. If we did want to go into stuff like the electric energy distribution, which is not required, or we wanted to go into lasers, which is also not required, or robotics, which is not required. Robotics itself is required. I should take that back. Robotics itself is required, but construction robotics is not required, but it is not that far off for us to jump in that direction. Okay, coffee, hold on. Oh man, I did not brew this very well. I did not brew this very well. Okay. Anyway, what we've been developing is this red circuit thing, which I really like. I like how this worked. This is going to look like this. But I'm going to pull this out. We're going to main bus this stuff. So, it's less a question of what do I need. It's more a question of how much can I produce on this same line. So, I think 1 copper producer can actually feed 6 of these assembly machines. Or was it 5? It might have been 5. I need 4 every 6 seconds. 4, 8, 12, 16 every 6. Let's get the calculator out here. 16 divided by 6. I need 2.6 a second, but I can make 0.5 a second, so multiply it by... No, that's not right. Okay, hold on, let's do that math again. I need 4 times 4. So I need 16 wires divided by 6 seconds, because that's how long the manufacturing process takes. I need 2.6 a second. This can make 4 a second. So we're good. That's That's all the math needed to be done. So that this works equivalently. Because it's over making wires, it doesn't need the full boat, but it needs 2 plates a second. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have not fully saturated the yellow line yet. So we could do this really without much consequence. I'm going to do that. There we go. And that connects. I do believe the other processes are similar, but we're going to ramp up a lot of electric circuits. Like, we're going to build this, and that'll hopefully carry us to the end. Most likely not, because we have not figured out blue circuits. But this is a nice blueprint we can just copy-paste as necessary. This is JMegs T3. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look and see what other technologies we need. Actually, blue is Tech 2, isn't it? Yeah, so this has to be Tech 2. I think I've got too much stuff grouped into Tech 2, but that's okay. We'll get there. We'll like I said, we'll do a revamp once this is all said and done. Oh no, not that. Thank you. You can have that. Thank you. You can pop right in here somewhere. I don't know where to put you yet. So there's red circuits. We already have green circuits somewhere already deployed and done. So now that I'm going to make red circuits elsewhere, I don't want red circuits to be made anywhere else. So, do I need copper for anything else here? No. Do I need green circuits for anything else here? No. Do I need plastic for anything? No, I don't. So, this goes away. This allows for a significant amount of compression, which I do like. Now, when it comes to engines, how much engine do I... Oh, actually, I'll need a new engine anyway thing, so I can do yellow science. Yellow science requires robot frames. Flying robot frames. Flying robot frames require electric engines. Electric engines require engines. Okay. It's 1 every 10. How weird. That's exactly how long it takes for that to be made. So do I need to separate out engines? Probably not. I did this just in case, but I'll make a dedicated engine thing for engine's sake. I'm just gonna keep saying the word engine. I like the word engine. You called my bluff. I like the word engine. That looks like that. Yep. There's no way I can button this up anymore, and that's fine. Now, we have plastic here. I kind of think I should pull this out and do plastic and have oil be its own jam as well. I don't think I like this all being one blueprint anymore. I actually really do. I do like it being all one blueprint because it's brainless. I love brainless stuff. Well, I'm doing the mental math right now, right? But I do also love it when it's like, snap diddles. Done. Kitty in the fiddle and snap in the diddle. We're all done. Awesome. This is actually probably going to change. We can tighten this up real nice, I think. Cats. I love cats. Zenly turned around too fast, saw his own butt, jumped, scared of his own rumpus, and then turned around again and saw Nico, thought his butt was Nico, and then lunged at Nico for a second, and I was like, oh wait, you're not my butt. It was a very weird, chaotic half a second of I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Engines are being made. You don't need to split anymore. That doesn't matter. That doesn't make any sense. Is there a way to compact this slightly more? power. I can, but that looks terrible. Like, the idea was to just come down here and kick it out like that, but that seems to be overcomplicating for no reason. Oh, wrong way, thanks. Alright, so this is the new blue science. This is engines, which I definitely need for blue science. I will need it also for... Well, I need engines for a bunch of things. That's the point of the story. Let's do this and this. You're gonna be sulfur. You're gonna be the red circuits. There we go. I think honestly I should make blue science T3. Maybe I do want a new tech level. So nope, that's okay. Thank you. Now I want the cut. This engines come here because it's part of the same blueprint. Red circuits. T2? What did I call? What did I just call you? I called you T2. Okay. Oil's its own blueprint. So this is gonna go somewhere else. And just to really show how much stuff we need. What else does the oil recipe do? It will do cracking, but not until after blue science. So that's why I put another refinery here to denote the new recipe that we would need to do everything else. So that's fine. This is fine. I think I'm okay with calling blue science a T3, considering how absolutely muddled T2 is. So let's do that. We're going to change the naming culture here. Because that means T2 can be military science. Military science can exist here as a T2, and that makes sense. You can go down all of military without getting any oil. We need steel, copper, iron, coal, stone brick. So yes, you can just go down military without messing with anything else. So I think I'm happy with that. Red circuits are required for blue science. Blue science we're calling T3. That makes this a T3. I think that makes sense. Purple science, I think I'll make a T4. And maybe we do something like this. Something like that. That seems to balance things a little bit better, I think. Thing is, I don't have anything really for T4. Which I'm not super going to worry about right now. I want a very solid T1, 2, and 3. We can nitpick about T4 until the cows come home. But for right now, how does this look as our blue science paste? This is the right amount of engines. This is the right amount of everything, right? 24 seconds, you need 2 engines. Yep. This should be 24, I think? Yeah. This does make a couple a second. I think I did the math on this correctly. Let's double check it though. So if I have 12, so 1 every 12 seconds, I need 24. That was really easy math. If I have 12, that's 1 a second. If I have another 12, that's 2 a second. Yeah, we already did all this math. I'm not doing that again. Forget that noise. Okay, so this is the new sexy blue science. This does not incorporate oil. This is blue bauble and engine. There you are. I know where all the icons are when the game starts and where they are positionally, and the second I have all the tech research, I'm just like, I don't know where this is now. Okay. Before this technology, though, comes red circuits. Before this technology, or actually just somewhere in here, it doesn't matter. We need oil. We need a good oil foundry. Now, I'm kind of happy with this. The layout is farts. But now I've got a lot more room to play with. One of the things that was a little constraining last time was space. I didn't have a ton of room. I wanted to maintain a very certain status quo, so to speak. Status quo. Oh, Joey. Whoa. Man, how did that ever not age perfectly? To absolute perfection. Okay, so here's heavy. I'm so dumb. Status quo. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, it's early morning. What do you want? Here's this. I want to treat this as much of a bus as I possibly can. Ooh, no, I don't. Not like that. So out here's gonna be lubricant. And then I'll want another one for light oil, which is gonna be right here. This is not gonna be enough processing, which is fine. I want to get the cracking and stuff figured out first. I think I said for this level I need 3 crackers. What is the difference between 25? Oh, right. Okay. So I think I did this math already. And this was the... Yeah, we already did this math. This is the correct ratio for how many things we have. So this looks like this. This looks like this. I want you to do your thing whenever greater than... Oh, I don't know if I explained or I talked out why we do this. I don't want to crack all the heavy and all the light all the time. What I want to make sure is we have some stuff on hand, and if we ever get into a surplus, I want to crack that stuff. The reason why is the way in which Factorio plays is if you have any liquids available, or if you have a recipe that deals with liquids, and you have an excess of a liquid, it'll shut down the rest of the recipe for everybody else. No one else has. No one else can do any of the work they need to do because one recipe fills the whole thing. So we're trying to prevent that by doing cracking, and we crack at the right times for the right reasons. So this is fine as is, and this is maybe copy-pastable as such. I'm not sure. Let's tighten that up a little bit. I don't think I need pumps. I'd like to maintain pump-free as much as possible, if possible. I'm not anti-pumps, but I don't see the point of having hundreds of pumps everywhere. Like every 5 feet. Like it's not gonna positively affect our game score or anything. This is gonna be weird. And I need one more row. Was it 6 or was it 9? Nope, that's the wrong one. I think it's 6. It was 6. Okay, cool. That's missing for some reason. Okay. And then petrol comes right there. Now, if we had, let's say, 40 oil refineries, I think that might make a lot more sense to have pumps. Right now, not so much, I don't think. This is going to be the same dilly-dilly. Actually, I want it to look similarly. Things that look a little more similar are going to be a little more easily digestible. I want 10,000 light oil. I want 10,000 because that's going to later turn into solid fuel. And it's also going to turn into rocket fuel. The good zoom zoomy, right? Can I do this a little bit better? Let's finish it first. I already don't like the look of this. I went from 0 to I don't like the look of this very quickly. But that's okay. That's kind of half the fun, right? Man, because the sides switch, this drives me a little nuts. This also needs to handle sulfur and plastic production. So, for all of the blue oil, or blue science I need, we only needed 1 sulfur producer. I think we could do 2 sulfur producers and not have a problem at all with end game production. I'd like to button this up a little bit if I can. I know I said not a lot of underneath these because they're expensive, but man, this whole process kinda sucks in terms of maneuverability because I don't have squeak through. Yes, I'm still gonna complain about squeak through. I think I want that. What does this one do? I must have placed that on accident. Okay. Good stuff. Could go like that. Oh, yeah, that was gonna connect like that anyway. Duh. Okay, good stuff. There's that. I still don't have water freely connected yet. There's not a super clean way for me to do that. Not that I see quite yet. The real answer is probably going to be something like this. Which isn't terrible, but whatever. Water. Connected, connected, connected. Okay, all the water stuff is connected so far. Now I just need to connect it to water. Which is going to be very similar to this guy we've got right here. Easy. There we go. Say easy, and then it almost shattered my subconscious, so... You know, give or take? Give her ham? I don't know. Oh, I'm hungry now. Why did I do that to myself? Okay, I want this to be there. That looks a little better. Saves a pipe. Okay. This produces how much a second? It's 2 a second. I either do slow inserters or I do fast. 2 slows or a fast. I guess I'll just do 2 slows. And this... is all the sulfur we'll ever need for the rest of the game. Right? What I'm going to do is, right now I'm building this just for oil processing to get some plastic and... Oh, you know, we could do the whole thing. There's nothing stopping us doing the entire Megilla for all the batteries and everything else. Like, we could do the whole thing. All that stuff. So let's just benchmark that, I guess. This is going to be sulfuric acid. Wherever sulfuric acid is, there you are. They're going to be batteries. We don't need explosives. Oh, hello. We don't need explosives. We will need solid fuel and rocket fuel. The solid fuel and the rocket fuel I want to do somewhere else. That's a different recipe. Let's actually do that recipe real fast, maybe? Solid fuel is best made with light oil. For two reasons. One, we get a lot of light oil with the cracking recipe. We get 45. So we get a very, very good amount of light oil. The second thing is, this process also requires the least amount of light oil. So 20 heavy, 20 petroleum, 10 light. So this makes the most sense. So, we're going to do this. How long does this take to make? 2 seconds. Okay, that's not terrible at all. And then an assembly machine to make the rocket fuel? Or is it another chem plant? You're not going to tell me. Fine, keep your secrets. Oh, there it was. It is... oh, because it's a liquid. Wait. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm smart. Fight me. Alright, what is the ratio for this? You need... Yep, every 2 seconds. You need 10 every 30. Well, I can make one every 20. I can fulfill this recipe every 20, so it's a 2 to 3 ratio, right? So this is very close to our green circuit production. This is the correct ratio. So for every 30 seconds, I can make... No, every 60 seconds. No. Every 30 seconds, I can easily make 3, but it's actually 2 machines are making 1.5. So it'll balance itself out. But this is actually the correct ratio. So now how can we make this look real smexy? Fine, but how do we get the solid fuel to do the solid fuel thing? Oh, if we can make it look... this is not going to work. What if we do the reds? Need how much? Oh, you're just doing the fuel, right? Okay, so I don't actually need a belt of stuff. That looks like that. Holy crap, that looks good. Let's make this look a little less, and at the same time a little more. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah. Damn, Johnny. Damn. That looks really good. Look it, sometimes I just gotta pat myself on the butt and be like, you know what? Good hustle, champ. That's just how that gotta be. Sometimes it's just how that gotta be. Okay, just so it looks a lot like our electronic circuit layout. There it is. That is the most compact I can build this to make it copy-pastable for everything as long as light oil goes on the inside. You only need light oil. You need light oil and solids. Solids being made. Damn, that's so good. So good. Okay, so I want... How much of this... Every 30 seconds we get a rocket fuel. I need 1,000 rocket fuel. So for sake of argument... I could really make this look like... I'll just paste it anyway. Thanks. Now it really, really looks like our green circuit production. I like that stupidly much. Yeah. That trims. This should come out the other way, probably. And then this is going to be like, bam. Rocket, rocket, ninjas, wood. I'm a doof. What do you want? This is going to go... Light oil barrel, light oil barrel. That's it. I don't, yeah, we're gonna double this, I guess? How many, okay, so how long does it take us to produce 1,000 barrels? 1,000 rocket fuel, if it takes 30 seconds? So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 12. So I need 1,000 divided by 30. No, times 30. Because it takes 30 seconds. 1,000 times 30. It's 30,000 seconds if I have one machine. I have 12 machines, though. So it's 2,500 seconds divided by 60 into minutes. It's 41 minutes. I don't like that. So let's do the same math. I need 1,000. It's 30 seconds to make. What if I have... Nope. Oh, actually, yes. There we go. What if I have 18 machines? Divided by 18, divided by 60. That's 27 minutes. It's about a half hour. That seems more reasonable, I think. Now, the thing is, when we're building the rocket, important to note is we don't need all 1,000 right away. It's going to take some time to build it. The other thing to note is I will want to make for very sure we have productivity modules in the rocket at a minimum. We can save a lot of work using processing modules, or productivity modules, the orange ones. What are they called? Productivity modules. We can save a lot of effort with that. Now, again, we're not trying to modularize a whole base. We're just trying to get to the rocket launch in a somewhat reasonable manner. And then, realistically, once we get to the rocket launch, we're making all the research. We're making all the science. You could then just keep pushing and be like, well, now I want to play the full game. Boom. You've done it. You've got it. Well done, sport. I'm happy with this. I would like the light oils to merge, though. Can you move over a little bit? Damn, that looks so fine. Girl, that looks so fine. So fine. You try that, thanks. Do I need to document this? Probably. We'll have solid fuel easy. What technology is rocket fuel? Isn't it blue science? Yes, it's blue science. By the time someone's pacing this, they have it researched. I'm just gonna assume that's the case. Man, that looks so good. No notes. What tech level is rocket fuel? Rocket fuel is not... Oh, it is. It's a T5 work. So this goes away. This is our first T5 blueprint. Look at that. JMegs. T5 rocket fuel. Boom, baby. That feels really good to get a higher technology blueprint out of the way. You can go right there. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. That's done and in production. Where's our done and in production pile? There it is. Boop. Okay, there's that. Now, I was working on something. Yeah, this was it. This is what I was working on. The oil bits. Actually, while we have the calculator and the brains about it, oh, you know what? I didn't take crafting speed into consideration. Just realized I didn't take crafting speed into consideration. 0.75. 1. I'm making the active decision and not worrying about it. There we go. There's that. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm happy with the ratios. Good enough. So again, someone more particular or more exacting might come in and be like, you know what, we're going to go pound for pound every item straight up. Hey, cool. I mean, good luck. I ain't got the brains for it. I ain't got the patience. So we have this. Oh, I'm also in need of coal. This is kind of one of the reasons why I liked the sulfur and the everything on the left side, because this is where the entrance is, this is where the exit is, kind of a thing. I like working my stuff from left to right. Maybe I'll alter this a bit more. Stroke beer, drink coffee. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, if we accomplished anything, we trimmed up blue science, and we're reworking oil. I think I want to redo purple a bit. I am going to cut it in half. Which means I don't need any of this. Let's actually just do this real quick. I don't mind redoing the inserters and stuff, but this is going to look a lot more sane. We can take a really quick pass at this and just get this done. Actually, that's better. All this goes away. How many do I need? I need 10. I need 20. I have 2 of these. 14. There's another 6. That goes away. And that goes away. And all this is getting rebirthed elsewhere. Okay. This is all the derivatives all the way back to where we were with what we need. This is gonna go... Oh, we've already got that documented somewhere else, so that's fine. That goes away. Here we are back to purple science, right? Really, really boiled down, really simple. Again, which is totally fine. I don't mind reworking these. Like, that's half the fun of the process. That's half the iteration of all the Factorio-ness of the game. I do. I like it. It's good stuff. This... Oh. Mouse, are you hacked? You gotta tell me if you're hacked. That's the relationship I have with my mouse. You gotta tell me what the what. Oh, this is actually gonna go on the outside. Oops. I'm not gonna be mad. You just gotta be honest with me. You hacked, bro. You bugged. Yo. Actually, this is gonna just... From left to right, right? No point in me going all the way around doing all that monkey shines again. In this case... I'm gonna redo the math on all this for sure. Okay. So that I'm not worried about trying to splice and dice. I think what I'm gonna do is something like this. I'll take your greens. I'll take your reds. Something like that. Cool. Merges the lines in the blueprint itself. I'm happy with it. So there's... this won't work. Now it will. That's not needed. Alright, the next things I need are what? Furnaces and rail, to which I'm not making. That'll be locally forged, right? Locally made. I already have rail being made somewhere else. I don't need furnaces. We're not doing the furnace dance at all. So what this also requires is ultimately stone, steel, red circuits, iron. Kind of wish I saved my layout, but I didn't. That's alright. You don't need iron. You don't need iron. Nope. Iron is literally just for these boys. So I'm just gonna... I want to make it really compact. We could do some shifty. We could do something like this. I don't want to block that line. That line is what's going to feed everything else. So we come down a little bit like this. You know what might be really cool? Do you feed... You do 2 every half. You need 1 every half. Okay, so it's a perfect 1 to 2, right? I think we figured that out before. But nothing is stopping something like this from happening. Which I really like this kind of a thing. So that's not going to fly anymore. This will, though. I think this kind of simplifies things a little bit. Okay, now how do I get the rail out of here, though? This is the one thing I didn't really fully consider. Maybe this is getting a little too clustery. But something like this will not work at all. Here I am with my hopes and ambitions and realizing it's all a farce. It's all farts. It's all... None of this is gonna work. How else do I want to workshop this? Actually, this could move over... there. I can snuggle in a little bit more. I'll worry about trimming more space later. Kind of want to get this. I kind of want to get this done before I call this an episode. Oh, we could just feed it through the back. This isn't necessarily important. This isn't necessarily important. Yep. I think that's what we do, yo. So iron comes into here. Stone and steel comes into here. So you're getting fed, you're getting fed. You're getting fed, you're getting fed. This is gonna be iron. I don't need iron for this either, do I? Nope. This is a one-time dilly-dilly. Let's peel this off like that. Hello, friend. Hello, iron friend. Friend of iron. Okay. Good. Iron comes in and stops here. Now, how does this get stuff on the line? Well, we want to be dumb, which I kind of do. A little bit of weaving wouldn't hurt nobody. How many do you produce every what? 2 every half second. We're just going to do fast inserters at this point. Oh, actually, we'll do something like this. The weaving keeps it tight and actually saves us a space, I think. You need 1 iron half a second. That looks better to me. This is going to be on the fast track. Oh, actually, this should be on its own thing. Man, every time I think of something new, I think of something new. Let's see if we have the throughput for this. I think we do. We need 30 rail every 21 seconds. 2, 4, 6, 7 times 3 is 21. We need 20... We need 2,100... No. We need 210 every 21 seconds. I need 30 a second. No, that's not right. 2, 4, 7. 30 times 7 divided by 21? Yeah. Yeah, 30 times 7. That's not the right number. 30 times 7 is how many I need every 21 seconds. Or is how much I need per operation 21. I need 10 a second. That's better. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 10 a second is easy then. Oh, I could actually just use yellow belt for this. I've already weaved it for the sweet red. I'll just leave it at that. That's fine. Okay, this also requires some attention. This is going to be stone, steel. I need steel down here anyway. So maybe it would work out really well if I split the line here. Like that. You can be steel. You can be stone. Okay, let's get this. I need 2 of these, literally. These produce quite quickly. Steel, red circuits, bricks. There's your steel. Uh, 10 every 5 seconds is not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a steal. We're gonna do this for the bricks. Yep, there we go. And then 1 more for red circuits, yeah? You might be asking, why am I forcing things on a side of a belt? Because realistically, I don't need a ton of throughput. Look at how much I need. Wouldn't it be a real waste if I have a bunch of red circuits sitting here and I don't need the red circuits to be here? I think that's a little wasteful. We're gonna do something a little silly. Because I have more horizontal space to work with and less vertical space to work with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stuff I said I was gonna do before. It will be like this. Drop, drop. No, this is actually gonna go the other way. That'll do it. Okay, this is the very scaled down, very trim, 1 purple science a second. I believe. Because this produces 3 bottles a hit. Yep, 3 bottles a hit. So that means 21 seconds to make. That devolves to 7 seconds per bottle. And I have 7 here. That's 1 per second. Bam. Done. Easy. Easy cake, right? Once we get to the other math on how red circuits are going to function and stuff, this is going to be less bam, easy cake. But for now, bam, easy cake. Get it all tied up. That's it. There's the new purple. Boop. We'll do the same thing with yellow. we'll actually trim yellow down to 1 a second. The other thing we could do is if we find we're not producing enough, a simple solution would be putting productivity modules inside of our science facilities. That'll slow it down and we'll get more production out of it. So there's a lot of tweaking we can do on the fly, right? There's quite a bit we could do on the fly, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with this. That doesn't need to be red. There we go. Let's update the blueprint I just changed. Okay. Update. Update? Okay, good stuff. Let's get the nameology out of this. JMEG's T3 Purple Science. And Scriboop. Boop. Cool. Save it. It's done. So this guy goes away. He lives somewhere else anyhow. Anyway, right? He lives in here? Yeah, there you go. He still lives in there, no problem. We got it broken down by mark, and that's all there is to that. So you go into the production pile. That's it for this episode. We still have to tear out the rest. Oh, we finished blue, didn't we? Hang on. Get out of here. Yes, we did finish blue. That is in production. Just generally get it out of the way. Oh. Nope, that looks clean to me. Okay. Good stuff. So the only thing I really have to do is we still have to rework oil. We did get blue science cleaned up. We got purple science cleaned up. We got rocket fuel done. I'm happy with this. We reorganized our blueprint books. Oh, so much. Okay. Thank you all for joining me. Name's JohnMegacycle. Another episode of our BIY series is in the books, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.